Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. 9th standard, second language English, Prose 7, The Will of Sacrifice, Session 1. Dear children, we know that India got independence in the year 1947. To achieve freedom, lakhs of Indians, freedom fighters, sacrificed their lives, isn't it? Yes. In this class also, we are going to learn about a real patriot, a great revolutionist, Bhagat Singh. Okay, children? Before going to the unit, let us watch a video which is on role play. It is done by our students. Are you ready? Yes, come on. Let's watch the video.
Speech on Rani Abbakka. Rani Abbakka was the first Tuluva queen of Ullal. She fought with the Portuguese. She belonged to the Chauta dynasty, ruled parts of coastal Karnataka. Their capital was Puttige. The port town of Ullal served as their subsidiary capital. The Portuguese made several attempts to capture Ullal. Abbakka repulsed their attacks for 4 decades. Abbakka, for her bravery, came to be known as Abhayarani. Speech on Sangolli Rayanna.
Sangolli Rayanna was popularly known as Krantivira. He was born on 15th August 1793 at Sangolli. His parents were Dodda Paramappa and Kenchava. He was a military chief officer and a warrior in the Kittur princely state. Kittur was ruled by Rani Chennamma. Rayanna fought with the British East India Company till his death. He was executed on 26 January 1831. He was buried at Nandagad.
Speech on Rani Lakshmibai. Lakshmibai was born on 19th November 1828. Her parents were Moropant Tambe and Bhagirathi Sapre. Lakshmibai's childhood name was Manikarnika. She was an Indian queen of the Maratha princely state of Jhansi. She was one of the leading figures of the Indian Rebellion of 1857. She was a symbol of resistance. She fought against Britishers. She died on 18th June 1858 at the age of 29. Speech on Shivaji Maharaj.
Shivaji was an Indian warrior king. He was a member of the Bhosle Maratha clan. Shivaji was born in the hill fort of Shivaneri. Shivaji's father was Shahaji Bhosle and mother was Jijabai. Shivaji carried out the Maratha Empire. In 1674, he was formally crowned as the Chhatrapati. He was a nationalist and a hero of the Hindus.
Speech on Onake Obava.
Onake Obawa was a brave woman. She fought with the forces of Hyder Ali single-handedly with a pistol. Onake. Her husband was a guard of a watchtower in the rocky fort of Chitradurga. Chance sighting of a man entering the Chitradurga fort through a hole in the rocks. She killed the soldiers one by one by hitting them on the head. Obawa is considered as the foremost women warriors and patriots of India.
Speech on Bhagat Singh.
Bhagat Singh was an Indian revolutionist. In December 1928, Bhagat Singh shot a British police officer, Sanders, mistaken him as Scott. He believed Scott was responsible for the death of Lala Lajpat Rai. He exploded 2 improvised bombs inside the Central Legislative Assembly in Delhi. Singh was convicted and hanged in March 1931. The execution of Bhagat Singh at the age of 23 made him a folk hero of the Indian independence movement. Come, let's learn more about Bhagat Singh. Thank you.
Dear children, did you enjoy the video? Fine. So you can also take the roles and enact in your Independence Day. Okay. So let us go to today's text. Dear children, for language class you should compulsorily kept open your textbook and keep ready pen and notebook. Okay. Are you ready? Yes. So now I will read the lesson. Just look into the text and listen carefully.
Bhagat Singh was born on September 27, 1907 in Katkar Kalan, Punjab in British India. His grandfather Arjun Singh, father Kishan Singh and uncle Ajit Singh were all active in the freedom struggle. Young Bhagat Singh came in contact with some well-known political leaders like Lala Lajpat Rai and Ras Bihari Bose while studying at the local DIV school in Lahore in 1916. In response to Mahatma Gandhi's call for non-cooperation against British rule, in 1921 Bhagat Singh left his school and joined the National School at Lahore. This school was a center of revolutionary activities. Here he came in contact with revolutionaries such as Bhagavati Charan, Sukhdev and others. He became a member of the Hindustan Republican Association formed by the revolutionaries of Uttar Pradesh. There he was initiated into their firebrand activities. The revolutionaries were branded as terrorists by the British government. They believed that the British rule was unjust and oppressive. Therefore, it was legitimate on their part to use violence as a weapon to overthrow the foreigners. They used bombs and guns against the British and robbed their establishments. Their ideas differed from the Gandhian idea of a freedom movement based on non-violence or ahimsa. Bhagat Singh is remembered today not only as a bold revolutionary figure but also a great thinker. He was steeped in the best traditions of socialistic thought. That theory advocated collective or state ownership of the means of production, that is, land, labor, and capital. This is borne out in the numerous letters, pamphlets, and articles that he wrote in the course of a short but turbulent life in prison. He wrote that revolution does not mean violence, but the spirit of freedom, the longing for a change for the better. The incident that brought a total change in the life of Bhagat Singh was the brutal attack by the police on veteran freedom fighter Lala Lajpat Rai at an anti-British procession. It resulted in the death of Lajpat Rai on November 17, 1928 in Lahore. Bhagat Singh determined to avenge Lajpat Rai's death by shooting the British official responsible for the killing, Deputy Inspector General Scott. He shot down Assistant Superintendent Sanders instead, mistaking him for Scott. He threw bombs in the Central Assembly Hall while the assembly was in session. The bombs did not hurt anyone, but the noise they made was loud enough to wake up an enslaved nation from a deep slumber. For all the aggressive activities, he was tried by the British courts in India and was awarded death sentence. Death did not deter Bhagat Singh. He kept the spark of freedom alive through his letters written from the jail cell. Thus, he proved that the value of a man lies not in what he is capable of receiving, but in what he is capable of giving. Two of the letters that he wrote, one to his fellow freedom fighters and the other to his brother, tell us what kind of a freedom fighter Shahid Bhagat Singh was.
Dear children, you have listened the content. Let me summarize the gist of the unit. Okay. Bhagat Singh's family was known for patriotism. He had contact with great freedom fighters. ಪ್ರಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಭಗತ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕ್ರಾಂತಿಕಾರಿ. ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬವೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಕ್ರಾಂತಿಕಾರಿ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರಾಗಿದ್ದರು. National School was the center of revolutionary activities. In those days, National School was the center for revolutionary activities. The revolutionists decided to drive away the Britishers using bombs and guns. Yes, Gandhiji wanted to get freedom through peace, whereas our revolutionists wanted to drive away the Britishers by using weapons. Bhagat Singh was also a great socialist thinker. He had an opinion of equal share of wealth, equality in every opportunity. Yes. Bhagat Singh decided to avenge the death of Lajpat Roy, killed Scott and threw bombs on Central Assembly Hall. Bhagat Singh was tried in court and sentenced to death. Okay children, let us move to glossary words. Okay. British India. The meaning is India under the British rule. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಆಳ್ವಿಕೆಯ ಭಾರತ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆ. British India was ruled by Queen Victoria. Yes. Let us move to next word, well known. Meaning is famous, widely known. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅರ್ಥ. Sir M. Vishwesvaraya was a well-known Indian civil engineer. Let us move to next glossary word, revolutionary. Yes, the meaning is involving violence. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಕ್ರಾಂತಿಕಾರಿ ಎಂಬ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಈ ಪದ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. French Revolution took place in the year 1789. Yes, let us move to next glossary word, initiate. Meaning is to make somebody a member of a particular group. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಮೊದಲು ಮಾಡು ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸು ಎನ್ನುವ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. India initiated in framing many international organizations. Yes, let us move to next glossary word, terrorists. Meaning is persons who use violence to achieve their aims. ಕನ್ನಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಭಯೋತ್ಪಾದಕರು. Terrorists attacked on World Trade Center 18 years ago. Let us move to next glossary word, socialist. One who advocates socialism. ಕನ್ನಡದ ಅರ್ಥ ಸಮಾಜವಾದಿ. Karl Marx was the pioneer advocate of socialism. Yes, let us move to next glossary word, pamphlets. Meaning is leaflets, or also we can say handbills. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಪತ್ರ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Pamphlets are printed to make goods marketing like clothes, electronics, education institutions, etc. Yes, let us move to next word, turbulent. It's an adjective, violent situation. ಕನ್ನಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಪ್ರಕ್ಷುಬ್ಧ. A peaceful procession turned into turbulent because of stone pelting on it by miscreant. Yes. Let us move to next glossary word, brutal. Meaning is cruel, harsh or severe. ಓಕೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಕ್ರೂರ ಎಂಬ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಈ ಪದ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಎ ಟೈಗರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎ ಲಯನ್ ಬ್ರೂಟಲಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಎ ಹಾರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಸರ್ಕಸ್. ಎಸ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಟು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸರಿ ವರ್ಡ್, ಲೆಜಿಟಮೇಟ್. ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲಾ ಆರ್ ಲಾಫುಲ್. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಯಸಮ್ಮತ ಎಂಬ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಪದ. A legitimate son or daughter has the right on one's father's property. Dear students, now let me know how far you have understood the content. Okay? Yes, let me ask the questions. Who actively participated in the freedom struggle from Bhagat Singh's family? Yes, tell me. Correct. Some of you are telling that grandfather, father, uncle. Yes, exactly correct. Bhagat Singh's grandfather Arjun Singh, his father Kishan Singh and uncle Ajit Singh were participated in the freedom struggle. Your answer is exactly correct. So, let us move to the next question. Name the political leaders who were in contact with Bhagat Singh when he was in DAV school in Lahore. Come on, tell me. Correct. Lala Lajpat Rai and Ras Bihari Bose were contacted with him. Exactly correct. Okay. Now, let us move to next question. How did Bhagat Singh respond to Gandhiji's call? Yes, correct. Bhagat Singh left the DAV school and joined National School at Lahore, which was a center of revolutionary activities. Fine. Let us move to next question. Where did Bhagat Singh come in contact with Bhagavati Charan and Sukhdev? Yes, Bhagat Singh came in contact with them in National School at Lahore. Fine. Which incident brought a total change in Bhagat Singh's life? Yes, the incident that brought a total change in the life of Bhagat Singh was the brutal attack by the police on veteran freedom fighter Lala Lajpat Rai. Fine. Yes, let us move to next question. What made the revolutionaries to use bombs and guns against the British? Yes, why did they use bombs and guns? Yes, the revolutionaries were branded as terrorists by the British. The revolutionaries believed that British rule was unjust and oppressive. Therefore, it was legitimate on their part to use violence as a weapon to overthrow the foreigners. They used bombs and guns against the British and robbed their establishments. Fine. Okay, children. Now, let us move to some language activities. Yes, I hope you are interested to participate in the language activity. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, children. Vocabulary activity 1. Match the following adjectives in column A with suitable words in column B to form appropriate word combinations. Yes. Now, I have given 3 columns A, B and last column is for answer. Okay. So, in A column we have words like this: revolutionary, collective, turbulent, conditional, freedom, dingy, wet. Okay. Now, the words in column B: effort, room, struggle, floor, ideas, reflexes, waters. Now, it is your turn to match the words. Yes, revolutionary, correct. Ideas, collective, yes, some of you are telling that. Effort, exactly correct. Turbulent, yes, waters. Conditional, reflexes, exactly correct. Freedom, struggle. Dingy, room. Wet, floor. Yes, you answered very well. Let us move to next activity. Okay, children. this is the time for story. Yes. So, you have a story on phrasal verbs. I hope you are very much interested to listen to story. Yes. Come on, let us listen to story.
There lived a community of bears in caves at the foot of a hill near a forest. They were good friends with the monkeys lived on the hill. Every morning the cubs used to go out with young monkeys for swimming class after having a banana and honey. Today, a cub tried to carry the pot of honey to serving area, slipped and broke down the pot. Chef Bear came out and said, as today was honey restocking day, they had run out of honey. So they have to go to class without honey. The cubs and young monkeys sat down in front of the cave and looked up at the chef sadly and refused to go to class without honey. So immediately a group of honey collectors took off to the forest and got on with their job. Soon they found a honeycomb and drove away the honey bees, collected the honey and ran back to the caves. The cubs and young monkeys had their bananas with honey and went happily to the swimming class. The swimming instructor, Mr. Crocodile, popped out its head angrily out of water and asked reason for coming late to the class. A youngling explained how a cub broke down the last pot of honey and had to wait for the honey collectors to bring honey so they can have breakfast. That is why they turned up late to the class. Mr. Crocodile understood the problem and got on with the class by giving general instructions as usual. Squirrels on the tree will be looking after everyone, and also if they feel any difficulty while swimming, call out for help.
I hope you enjoyed the story, isn't it? The story was on, yes, phrasal verbs, exactly correct. Okay. Now let us move to vocabulary activity 2, phrasal verbs. Okay, what are phrasal verbs? Phrasal verbs are phrases that indicate actions. They are generally used in spoken English and informal texts. Yes, what is the structure? Yes, before going to the structure, so let us see some examples. Agree with, bear with, give up, pack up, look down, broke out, spelled out, etc. Okay. So let us know the structure. Phrasal verbs consist of a verb plus preposition or adverbs. Okay. Now let us move to the activity. Give a substitute to underlined phrasal verbs. He turned down all our offers of help. Okay. So what is the phrasal verb here? Yes, turn down. What is the substitute word for that? Correct. Refuse. She went off without a word. So what is the substitute word for went off? Yes, leave. Correct. Okay, now let us move to next example. Anand went on to win a gold medal. What is the substitute word for went on? Yes, proceed. Next example. I left office and came back home early. What is the substitute word for came back? Yes, yes, some of you are telling that return, exactly correct. Okay children, let us move to vocabulary activity 3. Substitute the underlined words with appropriate phrasal verbs given in brackets. Yes, phrasal verbs are put out, turned up, stand by, give in, look into. Okay, so these are the phrasal verbs common for all the questions. Okay. A committee has been set up to examine the problem. What is the phrasal verb substitute to examine? Yes, look into, fine. A committee has been set up to look into the problem. Fine. Next example. They managed to extinguish the fire after 10 hours. What is the phrasal verb for extinguish? Yes. They managed to put out the fire after 10 hours. Now let us move to the next example. Lots of people arrived for the music concert. Okay. So what is the phrasal verb which substitute arrived? Yes. Correct. Turned up. Lots of people turned up for the music concert. Now let us move to the next example. True friends support one another in times of need. Okay. What is substitute phrasal verb for support? Correct. Stand by. The friends stand by one another in times of need. Exactly correct. Okay. Let us move to the next example. Whatever the temptation, he won't yield to corruption. Okay. What is the substitute phrasal verb for yield? Yes. Give in. Fine. Whatever the temptation, he won't give in to corruption. Exactly correct. Yes. Okay, children. So let us move to next vocabulary activity. Okay. Activity number 4. Give one word substitution for the following. One with long experience of service. What he or she is called? Yes. Veteran. Exactly correct. A person who sacrifices life for the sake of principle is called as? Yes. Martyr. Fine. Now let us move to next example. One who loves the supports his or her country is called as? Patriot. Correct. Next example. One who advocates socialism is called as? Correct. Socialist. Exactly correct. Okay. Okay, children. Now it is the time for home assignment. Homework for first question is list out 10 phrasal verbs and use them in meaningful sentences. Okay. Second one, prepare profile of Bhagavati Charan and Sukhdev. Okay, children. You have to write the activities and should show to your respective teachers. Okay. I hope you will do that. Okay. And also I will ask you to show in my next class.
I would like to give credits to the following web sources. Dear students, scan QR code given in page number 121 to get more information. You can watch again the class on YouTube channel.
Thank you, students. Once again, thank you all.